You want to get out the trenches, but you're afraid of everyone see you get out the trenches, okay? You want everybody to know, like, oh my gosh, I'm doing fine, I'm doing good. But you're afraid of them seeing you level up in the process of getting there to do good. The fear of being seen. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Hello, everyone. My name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, dancer, I said that. Singer, songwriter, influencer, everything else in between. And I just make videos like this, documenting my life, whether it's acting, singing, dancing, or just chit-chatting, okay? Okay, boom. So we're going to talk about the fear of being seen because that's something that I think we can all relate to and all kiki about and chat. So it's like this thing. It's this thing. We all have places that we want to go to. We all have things that we want to get done in our life. We have things that we want to work towards. But nowadays, we have a lot of tools to help us get towards those things, a lot of visibility, a lot of outlets that could help us reach those goals. But the moment people's eyes are on us while we're working towards those goals, ooh, jump scare. We're like, oh my gosh, I want them to see me already there, but I don't want them to see me in the process of getting there. And see, that's the part that's stopping us. That's the part that stopped me for a long, long time. And for background context for me, on TikTok, I think I have over, me saying I think, girl, I know, I have over 500,000 followers on there. But I've been, not as active on my TikTok lately, that's a whole different thing. But basically, even but prior to starting my TikTok, I was like, oh my God, people's eyes were on me. So like when I was younger, I would always not care. Like from the age of like 12, 11, 13, 10, I would be doing videos with my friends and uploading them. But then I got to like middle and high school and like, yeah, I was still uploading, but I was scared of people seeing me. And then once the numbers started growing, that's when I was like, okay, well, girl, you see me now, boom. Like, okay, so the numbers started talking and I didn't really care. But then after I stopped TikTok and then me starting YouTube and all this other stuff, I'm like, ugh, now I'm back in a place of vulnerability because I'm like, well, I don't have the numbers of TikTok or I don't have the numbers of YouTube or Instagram for people to see like, oh, he's doing good. And I'm just like, well, I'm currently working towards those numbers. I'm currently getting towards like, trying to just put my brand out there, put my outreach. And it's a scary thing. So I let you guys know that so that you could see that it's a normal occurrence. This is coming from somebody who's built followers, who's never had followers. Like I've been there from the struggle working years. I was posting like 4 or 5, 6 times a day. And now I'm on YouTube. So, yeah, that's this thing. We always are scared for people seeing us in the process, but that's the thing that a lot of people, especially new people, when they see you in the process, they're gonna be rooting for you. Like Doechii, Conan Gray, like a lot of our stars, even Doja, like a lot of our stars nowadays, they were on YouTube, they were on other platforms, they were building their brands while becoming who they are today. Okay? And that's what I'm telling you, whether even if it's not anything entertainment related, even if it's something like just that you have a passion for this you want to do, but you want people to know this about you. The people might be able to help you. Like, let's say, for example, you're starting to learn a new language. You're learning, I don't know, Finnish, and you know nobody that's like from Finland. You know nothing, and you're just like, "Ah, I'm learning Finnish." Well, if none of your friends know this, or none of your like people that are close to you know this, you're just like stuck on your own. But let's say you tell your best friend, you tell your sister, you tell somebody else. Maybe they have an internet pal online who's Finnish and they can hook you up, or maybe it's they know a certain online platform that specifically caters to people learning Finnish, and boom, now you have a connection. Or they may have a cousin or this or that, and it's like all because you tried to hide. You tried to hide. You didn't want anybody to know I'm learning Finnish, and I don't want y'all to like hold me accountable or da da da. But now that they know, they could help you. And I feel like 9 times out of 10, people want to, like, they are rooting for you or want the best for you, okay? Especially if there's someone close to you. And if they're not, you need to reevaluate. You need to get out of there, no shade. Get out of there quick. But, yeah, so it's just being verbal and being vocal about, I love the way I'm articulating my words. When I watch this back, I'm going to be like, girl, you were talking too fast. Listen, we're a work in progress, okay? You're seeing this, okay? Because greatness is being made. Anyways, so this is my media training right here. Yeah, so that's the thing. Just being verbal and vocal about you trying to get to where you're trying to go. And obviously don't tell everybody every specific detail because even me, I'm the person where I don't like all that energy knowing this. Like if I tell you, oh, I'm da da da, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I want to get da da da, then it's like, okay, now you have access to all of that, and now you could potentially use try to harm. So I'm like, no, only give access to the things like you're like, oh, okay, I'm learning a new language, or like I'm trying to like do this thing, but but obviously we have much more internal things that we're like, okay, you're not knowing about this. But the fear of being seen, just the broader aspect, especially the things of like the bigger the pictures where it's just like, I am doing this, I'm wanting to do this, I'm getting into this, boom. Because we're going there, okay? You're going there and you got this. But we have to stop being afraid of being seen. Oh, I'm so like Sharpay and Ryan coded from High School Musical, if y'all know. If you don't know, it was a musical on Disney Channel, because I know a lot of people don't know, which I'm gagged about. Some of my friends are like, I've never seen a High School Musical or Camp Rock or anything. And I'm like, anyways, but yeah. Anyways, okay. So the next thing is, okay, so like the thing is the difference between wanting attention and fearing exposure. Boom. So it's this thing of, especially when you're doing something that's creative based, that's like you need to outreach, or even business related, because with business, if you're making money off of something, it's a business, okay? Like it's a business. It's not just a free hobby thing. I mean, obviously there's elements of that, because if you work something that you love doing, it doesn't feel like a business all the time. But there are all those business aspects that we need to clock, that we need to talk about. And yeah, so the fearing the exposure but wanting the attention, those two things, they, what is it? I don't know the word. Some of y'all know the word and you're saying, Branson, this is the word, but I can't remember the word right now. But those are like opposite, okay? So it's like when you need the exposure for something that you're wanting to do, you need the attention, but you're fearing the exposure, you're fearing the attention. It's like you can't try to claim what you want without actually knowing exactly what you want. You can't say, I want people to see me like this, but only at this certain time, only in this specific place, only in this specific realm. I feel like a magician. Only in this specific... But it's like, we have to be intentional. Like, okay, if I want this and we're going towards that. AKA, there might be sometimes where it's bad attention, where it's a little bit of bad exposure. But honey, you're not popping if, what's that? If the press ain't talking... I sound so middle school, like elementary coded. Like, oh my God, you're talking about me. At least I have fans that are like, I sound so bad. But no, it's like, it's just, not everything is gonna be peaches and cream. Sometimes there are gonna be bad moments. Like, even me, there are some days where I come on YouTube, I'll be like, ooh, I'll be like, child, but the video is getting uploaded. The video is going out, because I'm like, y'all are gonna see me. Y'all are gonna see the real me. Y'all are gonna see the me where I'm having really hyper days where I just ate some sugar. Y'all are gonna see the me where I'm like having real down days where I'm just like, okay guys, so I'm here showing up, because that's what I want to do and that's what I'm choosing to do. Why am I yelling at you? I'm so sorry. But that's what I'm choosing to do. That's where I'm wanting to work towards. This is the brand that I'm trying to build. This is an aspect of it, okay? Because this is not everything. What you're seeing is not everything. And I wanted to show you more parts. I wanted to show you the acting. I wanted to show you the dancing, the singing, the songwriting, the outlet, to show you that you can do it too. And this is also, I'm talking so fast. And this is also a documentation of the future for me as well, because in 5 years, 10 years, I can look back in 10 years plus and just be like, wow, like this was part of the moment and this is where I'm going and I'm just enjoying it. Boom. My eyebrows are itching. Okay. So yeah, guys, we need to be clear, a little bit more clear about what we want, what it is that we want, where it is that we want to go. Because once you do that, it just falls. It falls into place, and you'll feel it falling into place. You'll feel it while we're still working towards, because I'm an advocate for not just waiting for things to fall in your lap. Definitely go for that thing. Definitely do steps every day. I'm always trying to get my friends. I'm like, okay, have you done this? And they're like, see why you clocked me. I said, well, I gotta clock you, girl. But in the friend of clocking way, not in the bad clocking way, okay? Boom. So the next thing, this is the big thing. This is the thing that I'm still overcoming. Something that I'm just like, but the fear of judgment. Oof. Especially when you're being seen, especially when it's visible, especially for people that know you in the real life. The thing about social media and the thing about outreach and the thing about you trying to get your word out there is that everybody can see you, which is kind of the point, but it's also the scariest thing ever, because it's like, Oh, your best friend? Okay, see you. Okay, boom, your best friend knows everything. Oh, but that friend that you met in that sixth grade summer camp in 2012, yeah, they can see you too. Or your friend from math class that you had a crush on, but y'all didn't work out, but you still liked a little bit. Yeah, they can see you too. Oh yeah, your mom's friends, da da da, can see you too. And it's just like, baby, there's a brand. And especially when you're in the beginning stages, it's because, like, obviously, the more you work towards your goal, the more your niche, the more people will see you and the more people it will attract in that bubble. But in the beginning, when it's just like the randomest people, like people that you've met once or people that you know and you've seen all the time or people that you don't want to see you, but like you can't block them because it's like there's no beef. There's no beef. I swear there's no beef. Like, I don't want to block you because there's beef. I want to block you because I don't want you to see what's going to come on this page. Like, that's me all the time. There's some things I'm like, ooh, like this is tea, but I'm also like, oh wait, so I forgot that my teacher from da 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 school year actually follows me, and I don't know if I want them to see me like that. And it's like, dang, but I'm not gonna block you. So it's constant contemplation. But now I'm getting to the stage where I'm just like, you know what? Well, if they don't want to see it, they'll unfollow. And if they unfollow after me posting content whether it be content that I'm just like, I don't know if my teachers or if people I barely know to see me, it's just I won't take it as beef. I'll take it as I'm glad you did it first. Okay, I'm glad you did it first because I definitely do not want you to see this. And it's not even bad things or things of that nature. It's just like this is me, like in class or in this specific event, whether I met you at a social club or something. I was a whole different, like, we have our different personalities. Sometimes we're hey, sometimes we're sometimes we're it's just a lot. And I'm a lot. Honestly, maybe I'm the weirdo. Maybe I'm the one that has like multiple personalities. Maybe. But yeah. So the fear of judgment is something that really can try to hinder us, but we will not let it, okay? Because we got to keep going because we are not going to let outside factors stop what we got going on, okay? Because what book did I read? It was an audiobook. I don't want to misquote things, but it was an audiobook. Was it a no, I don't want to say it because if it's not right. But there was a book that I read, and it was like, don't base some. If you know it, if you kind of get the reference that I'm saying, then maybe you can comment the book. But it was saying, don't let outside factors hinder. Like, don't have goals related to outside factors. So let's say if I'm like, one of my goals is, I want to have 1 million followers by 2027, so a whole year to have 1 million followers, or I want to be on a Netflix show lead series next year. It's like, or by the end of this year. But those are outside factors that I cannot control. So therefore, if I want those things and I try to get these things that are factors that I cannot control and it doesn't happen, babes, that just crushes you and that just makes you sad versus saying, I'm going to actively every day submit myself for auditions, or I'm actively every day going to write this song or practice this skill to get better because I want to get better at this said thing, or I want to improve in this area. Things that you can control. So if I can control it, base my goals and my ending factors on things that I can't control, because if it's things that I cannot control and it doesn't happen, it's like, even if it wasn't your fault, even if it's something that was totally out of your control, you're so sad. And it's like, no, we're gonna put our things based on us, because if worst case scenario, you may have slacked a little bit, it didn't happen. Well, it's on you, and you can continue to work towards that and get better at that. So that's what I wanted to tell. Okay. The next thing is the fear of outgrowing people. Oof. Okay, guys, so this is like when you get a new thing, when you're in this new era, maybe something happened to you or you just randomly clicked. I don't know, but you're like, I'm in this new era. And then you start telling your friends, you're like, you know what, this is that, we're not doing that no more. And then your friends are like, girl, yesterday you was just talking about da-da-da. It's like, ooh, girl, you don't see the vision? Like, it clicked in your brain, but obviously your friends are not seeing your brain, so it's not clicking. It's like, now you feel like you're outgrowing people. And it's like, you guys, it's a thing where it's just like, you just have to realize that everybody's at their own pace. So don't just randomly be like, well, no, da da da. Because I'm such a friend that's like, when I find out some new good information, or I find out some new things, I'm like, everybody jump on it. But then you have to remember the people that you're like that you've been with for these last few months, years that you've known. It's just like, for them, it's like, girl, bye. So just gradually, into that phase. That's a thing where I'm noticing. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, that was basically most of this video that I want to talk about with you guys. Let me know if you guys related to anything, if you found some of this information helpful, because I want you guys to feel loved and to feel seen and to just know that we're in this together, okay? Because you're seeing the journey here. Yeah, so look at my YouTube shorts because I post like remixes and like little dancey dances and like other singing stuff on there too on my YouTube shorts. So go ahead and click and watch that. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching this video and I love you guys so much. And bye.